Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to make something called Korvstroganoff, and I'll be with you the whole process, how it's made or done, whatever. And I will tell you what I prefer and what I like and what I'm using and everything. So you will be with me on the whole process. So let's just get started. First thing that I would like to talk about is the sausage that I'm using, and the sausage that I'm using is from the hot dog that you can use, but in the original dish you're using falukorv, but I don't like falukorv, so I'm going to be using this one and I like it more. And I'm just letting this melt. I don't have quite so much water on this but it's hot water, and let this one melt. But on the meanwhile we're going to cut some onions. So I'll be cutting some onions, and one thing that I've learned from like TikTok or something, I don't really remember, is that you can take out one pieces in this one, or the both one. It's like on the middle. When you take that off, your eyes will tear less. And I have actually seen a little of difference when I've done it, like take it out. So I'll be cutting this one, and I'll be using this little knife to do it. And I'll be back in a second. So I just finished off cutting the onions, and there are quite so much leftovers, but I don't like so much onions, and that's why I'm just using not so much as some others do. And I'm just going to plastic this and just put it back into the fridge. So yeah, I'll be back in a second with the next step. So now to the sausage, and there's a different kind of way to cut it, but there's like two kind of ways that I like to cut it. And the first one is when I cut it like this, like in some circle. But we're not going to do this. We're going to do something else. Yeah. So we're going to cut it like in half, like that. After I've cut it in the middle, I just cut it in like maybe 2 or 3 pieces, like that. I'm using my left hand, so it's not going so well. And this one is a bit bigger than the other one. Oh. And I cut it like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the rest of them. So I'll be back when I'm done. Another one, like a tips to do, is take a lot of sausage. This time I took 4 of them, and I cut it into 3 pieces. And now I'm going to cut it into like half or 3 pieces. I know you can choose how big you want them to be, and I want them to be like this. So I'll be back when I'm done. So now I'm done with this, cutting that. And the next thing that I'm going to do before starting to cook this or fry this, I'm going to make the rice. So I have put some 4 cups of rice into this pan, and I'm going to put some salt and some oil and some boiling water. Yeah. So now when we have put in the rice into cooking, we're going to start by frying the sausage into the frying pan. And we're going just to put this one, and we're going to put this one later on, the onion, because we don't want it to be burned, because it's going to ruin the taste of the Korvstroganoff. So let's just put it into the pan. We're just going to cook it until they are not done but almost done. Then we're going to put the onions. And now we're putting in the onions and just blending everything together. And let this fry and get the color that we like. When it looks like this, we're going to put some tomato paste and some pepper paste, like 1 spoon or anything, depending on how red you want it to be. Something like this, and we're just going to blend it all together. And we're actually also going to put some ketchup and the other thing that you put like on the hot dog, not ketchup but senap. I don't know what to call it in English, but we're going to find the word. in a while, or in a second. So I just put some ketchup and some senap into the frying pan, and I'm just going to blend everything so it looks nice. And afterward, we're going to put some cooking cream. I almost forgot, we're going to put some red pepper. It stands rågmjöl here, but it's not rågmjöl, it's some red pepper. We're going to put this one into the pan so it gets a little more of a red color. I'm going to put the creaming. I have not followed any recipe to this. The thing that I love about this dish is that you can find all of these ingredients in your fridge. Like you probably have a sausage, you have some tomato paste, you have some cooking cream, you have rice, everything that you probably need to this dish you have at home. To spice everything, we're going to use some chili flakes, a bit more because I like spicy food. We're going to use some salt and some curry. Yeah, I don't use that much curry, but like something like this. Just put it over, and I actually added some cayenne pepper, which is another strong spicy. We can put actually also some other thing, some pepper. Yeah. Another thing we're going to use is we're going to put a little bit of water into this, like that. And the rice is actually already done, so it's good. We're just waiting for that. Last thing we're going to put is gräddfil, but the one that I use is what I call crème fraîche, but I don't have it in my fridge, so we're going to use this one instead, but it's fine. Like that, and we're just going to blend everything, and the rice is done, and we're going to put it into this because I'm going out to eat. And this is the final product, and I want to tell you one thing. This dish is so delicious. I have made it so many times, and it tastes like different every time, or every time I have made it, it tastes different. Yeah, but this is the final product, and I really recommend you try this. Bye bye.